The only weapon we can use to fight language barrier and whatever, it is to promote Kiswahili as the region language. After realizing that we are all from we are from one umbrella of East African community, that will be the best tool of fighting tribalism among us. In aspect, maybe let me talk about education. You know that region integration, it implemented it in last year, where now as East Africans, when you go to study in Kenya, before Tanzanians used to come here in Uganda and they pay in dollars. Imagine, in their country they use currency of shillings, but when they come here, they used to pay in dollars. Economically, we benefit much from the region integration, where if a Ugandan has business in Tanzania, so he has to employ Tanzanians. If a Kenyan invests in Uganda, we have to benefit from Uganda. You get? Yeah. Transportation, we benefit from there. So economically, we benefit a lot from the region integration. Actually, without region integration, we can't expect any progress of the country. In Kenya, they use Kiswahili and slangs of Kiswahili and English. Yeah. The same thing to Tanzania. In Mogadishu, they use Somali. In Sudan, they use Arabic. So now, we are almost being like those people of Tower of Babylon, where we're in the same umbrella, in the same room, but we use different languages. But remember that we have our own language as East Africans. Yeah. That's Swahili. Yeah. So the best way of solving problems of language barriers is to promote Swahili as our language, official language of East African community. Recently, I had a chance to meet the former speaker of Uganda, Kadag. Yeah. Then I asked Kadag about the issue. It was supposed to be implemented in 2024, that all the schools in the region should start learning Kiswahili in schools.
Hello, viewers of MJD Build Africa Podcast. Here we are having Shiba Kamwine as the speaker of today, and let me hope that everything is going to go on well. So today I have something sweet for you, something that is interesting, something that is, going to be good for your ears. Today I'm having honorable person here, a person that is big to Ugandans, a person that is so inspiring, a person that is, anyway, more of that is going to speak of himself. Hello, Mr. Can you tell us about yourself and what you have for us today?
Thank you so much, Madam Shiba, to host me here. I'm so delighted and humbled, and I'm so glad to appear before every African and the other people from other continent. My name is Mumvira John Dominic. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Dominic.
Yes.
So, Mr. Dominic, we are really happy that you've heard our call and you've really respected it to come here at MJD Build Africa Podcast. So today, I have a lot of questions that I'm going to ask you. Let me hope that you're going to go in hand with me.
Yep.
So today we're going to talk about regional integration, and as a Pan-Africanist, as a big person that is in Uganda, I want you to tell us about more of, regional integration and how people can go about that.
Thank you so much, Madam Shiba. You have given me a sweet question that I love mostly to discuss about region integration. So in other words, today we are going to discuss about region integration. Yeah. So region integration of East African community, if I go back in the beginning of it, it started since 1960s. In the period of Nyerere, Obote, and Jomo Kenyatta, that's when they came up with the idea of initiating the region community of East Africa. But that one, it didn't work out as it was expected. Then the second one, it started recently in 1999, around November there. That's when Nyerere came up with a new idea of region, East African community. Then it started with a few countries such as Uganda, such as Kenya, and Tanzania. Then from there, other countries joined. Now we are almost 9 to 8 countries that are in this umbrella of East African community. So that is Burundi, that is DRC, that is Rwanda, Juba, which is South Sudan, Somalia joined recently, Kenya, Uganda, and some few countries that have joined this region integration. So then, I want us first to bring it. When most of people hear about region, East African community, they think that this is something that was made for, specifically for some people such as politicians, leaders, presidents, diplomats, economists. But I want to tell you that this was meant for every person, a peasant person. Now, allow me to bring it home now. To a farmer who is in Chiruhura, who is in Liantonde, to a farmer who is in Kampala, in Mwanza, in Kigali, in Goma, in Juba, in Mogadishu. Let me bring it now to a fisher who is in Mwanza. He is Mombasa. You get? To a fisher who is in Kajera. Let me bring it to a trader. The small person who has small business in Kampala. So to everyone, a boda rider who is in Kampala, in Kansanga now as we speak. Someone who is a driver, a taxi driver who is in Kigali. You get? A taxi driver who is in Nairobi now, in Naivasha. So let us bring this region home. So don't think that this benefits only those people of first class. Let us call them that. The politicians, leaders, diplomats, and economists. No. Region integration. East African, yes, to local people. How a local person from this rural, from deep in a village, benefit from region integration.
Exactly. That is my question that I was bringing on the table.
Yes.
How can a local person benefit from regional integration?
Thank you so much. In the regional integration, that's why we see where people are trying to develop cooperation, trade and market, to build an idea of single market. So now, how does a local person benefit from region integration in market, in trade market, in building single market? We have someone now, as we speak, who cultivate omwani, what we call omwani in our language, in Uganda. So that is coffee. So that producer of coffee who is now in Masaka now. So how does he benefit from region integration? That person benefit from region integration when he cultivate that money, and then after harvesting, you find he has a very good road of selling that goods in neighboring countries. Let me say from here to Juba. Maybe that producer of coffee has access to sell his coffee in region market. Then let us talk about other benefit of region integration. That is infrastructure, building roads. So when we have those roads that connect countries, when you have those roads that connect, like recently we had the road of the project of Kasese project, that channel, that bridge that connects Uganda to DRC. So what does it mean? So people from that area benefit from that region integration. That means that when we make it to happen, that road get done. So it will be much easier for people from DRC to bring their goods in Uganda. Also, Ugandans, it will be our channel to sell our goods to people from DRC. So how does now the regional integration benefit from a local person from Karero Market here in Kampala, from Kigoma in Tanzania, from Mogadishu in Somalia, and someone from Birere Market in Goma? So that person from Goma who is making his goods, so when he brings that goods here in Uganda, which we need, maybe we don't have it in Uganda now as we speak. If maybe that person is cultivating maize, so when that person brings his maize here in Uganda, so we shall buy it on a good price, because when you find that person cultivate that maize for 9 months, so after you find maybe if we don't have regional integration, so that person sells that maize on the price of the country, which might be low, which may not pay even tuition or school fees for his kids, which may not help them to buy even food or other needs, basic needs in the house. But when we sell that goods, that maize, on the region market price, it will help that person. Secondly, remember, when that person is selling that goods here in the region, like when we have that single market, so that first of all, it reduces on taxes, tariffs, you get. So on the border, it gives them access to enter the country with that goods. So tariffs and the border issues, it gets minimized. So what does it mean? Those people benefit from the region integration in one way or another. So what I can say, we benefit a lot from region integration. Region integration, it's not something like made for specifically some people. It's for everyone. A local person in the village who is riding the border. So if the region integration doesn't add more energy in building or constructing the roads that connect us, you remember that where we are located as Uganda now. We don't have any channel, but we use Mombasa and Zanzibar. So when you don't have these roads which connects us, this border man in the deep in the village, like at your home in Mutukura, so that person will not get roads. That person will not get fuel. So to get our fuel, that means that we have either to get them from that channels. Now, the goods that we import from other countries, we cannot get those goods unless we get them from those countries, two countries, Kenya and Tanzania. So when there is no good relationship between us as region, there is no cooperation as region, trade and market can stop, I can assure you. So that's how we benefit from region integration as local people here.
So Mr. Dominic, thank you so much for bringing close to us, like how we should know regional integration, and you've told us how the local people benefit from regional integration.
Yes.
Thank you so very much. And I'm bringing another question to the table. I want you to bring that aspect of ethnic and diversity through regional integration.
Thank you so much. When I talk about ethnic and diversity in the region, maybe if I'm to understand what you are trying to mean, maybe I talk about tribalism, tribe and diverse divisionism. Now, the good thing of region integration, when you're introducing yourself, you say, I'm a Ugandan. But when we bring region together, it won't be again that I'm a Ugandan, I'm a Tanzanian. But it will be that East African who is from Uganda. So that will be automatically our identity. So we shall not introduce ourselves again as only Ugandans, as Rwandans and Congolese, but we shall introduce ourselves as East Africans. So what does it benefit us? We have many conflicts in the region of tribalism. Where I find, because of scrum and partition, because of the divisionism of East African community, there's where these people who divided Africa, they were not good at architecture actually. They not even concentrate or ask themselves that, do we have people from this tribe now when we divide, the men this side and the others go that side. So in East African community, we have a problem where we find we have like Luo of Kenya and Luo of Uganda. Are you getting me? Where I find we have people, we have Banyarwanda of Uganda and Banyarwanda of Rwanda. So are you getting me? So you find you have that problems. When you go in Western Uganda, you find in Kasese, you have people from DRC and people who are in Uganda, who belong to Uganda. So that division, that scrum and partition divided us identically. So you find where some people belong to this area where they are not supposed to be. So you find that creates conflicts between us, where you find someone is not even, someone is denied his nationality, that because of maybe I'm in Rwanda or Uganda. So you find some people take it as if it is abuse. You get, and which was not. It is not supposed to be like that it is. So we are not supposed to fight these wars of tribalism and diverse divisionism. Why? After realizing that we are all from we are from one umbrella of East African community, that will be the best tool of fighting tribalism among us and divisionism. How? When you go somewhere and use East African community identity or national ID or passport, so automatically that will mean that you are not, like, you have access to go in Kenya, you have access to Uganda, you have access to Rwanda and Burundi and other countries that are in this board. So that means that it will be the best way of neutralize power of tribalism among us. So we shall not focus on one tribe. We shall focus on the nation. We shall focus on the region as East African communities, not one tribe. So now currently, these wars that we are fighting in DRC, that these are Tutsi, these are it will not be that I'm a Mnyankole, I'm a Muganda, I'm a Kalenjin, I'm a Kikuyu, I'm a Luo. You get? Yeah. So I'm from Mombasa. I'm from, I'm maybe a Maasai. I'm what? No, that will not be there. I'm a Hutu or a Tutsi. Yeah. It won't be there. Are you getting me? Yeah. So we shall all have one nationality. Yeah. East Africans, not that I'm a Mnyankole. I'm a Murugwala. That won't be there. So we shall have one nationality. We shall be in one umbrella and one identity as region, as East Africans together. So that's how we benefit from that. So they're in tribalism, ethnic, and diversity. So that will neutralize the power of tribalism and diversity. It will bring us together in one umbrella as East Africans, not as this and this. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dominic. You've really opened our eyes about that, about ethnicity and diversity, or due to regional integration. So you want to mean what I've got out of that?
Yes.
You want to clearly mean that I don't have to say that I'm a Ugandan, I have to say that I'm from East Africa, or? Yes,
that's what we mean, and that's what we should all fight for, and not say that Shiba, I'm Ugandan. Yeah. No, say that I'm Dominic, I'm from East African community, because my passport will be for East Africans, not for Ugandans. Okay. Are you getting me well? So that's what we want. That's how we benefit from the regional integration. So that regional integration will help us to neutralize that power of tribalism and ethnic.
Mr. Dominic has really opened our eyes about that. We really thank you for that. And I hope that people of Uganda, maybe of Rwanda, maybe of Tanzania are going to be clear about that. You have to say that you're from East Africa. You're from East African community. You don't have to say, yes, you're Rwandese, you're Ugandan, but you have to say that you're from
Yes, we're in the same umbrella of the region. Yeah. So we should put much energy on the region more than our own. Look, like Uganda and Rwanda, they're like villages. You get sub-country. in the region. So region may be East African community to be like a country, where other countries now, the states, will be like districts or provinces. Yes, that's what we're fighting for.
Okay, Mr. Dominic. So, Mr. Dominic, on that still about regional integration,
yes.
How has regional integration, developed like countries socially, economically, Tell us about that.
Thank you. Let me talk about socially. Now, about socially, that regional integration helps us in various ways. In aspect, maybe let me talk about education. You know that regional integration, it implemented it in last year, where now as East Africans, when you go to study in Kenya, before Tanzanians used to come here in Uganda and they pay in dollars. Imagine, in their country they use currency of shillings, but when they come here, they used to pay in dollars. You get? But now, regional integration, East African community, tried to remove all those boundaries, limits to students. So they gave them access. If you come to study in Uganda, you have to pay in Ugandan shillings, the same amount to a Ugandan. So the same amount to Kenyan, the same amount to Rwanda, the same amount to Congolese. So that's what regional integration helps us in socially. Secondly, we have people, like when you want to stay in Uganda, maybe you are a Kenyan, you want to come to stay in Uganda. It was a long process. But if it is the same region, there's no need of taking that person as a foreigner. How can you be a foreigner in your father's home? So regional integration is our home. So if it is our home, there is no need now of taking that person as a foreigner. He is in the region. That person have not going out of the region. If it is he's in the region of East African community. So now, socially we benefit from that. Firstly, I said in education. So where every child of this region has access to study from any country and pay in the same amount or currency with a local person of that country. That's how it benefits socially.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Dominic, about that. Mr. Dominic has really showed us that regional integration has really helped us to develop socially, economically in our countries.
So when I talk about economically, we benefit, that's where we benefit mostly, in the region. We find Uganda, we are locked. We don't have any channel where we import goods from. If we want to import from, from India, from China, from America, we must use the port of Mombasa, or we use Tanzania. So if that's how we benefit economically. So now there is a project of pipeline oil that is from Uganda to Tanzania. So we shall benefit economically. First of all, if people who are constructing the dam, so people will benefit from there. There are Ugandans who are building. There will be Tanzanians who benefit. So that's economically. Secondly, when we are importing, people who work there, they benefit. In this trade of market, people benefit. People who are making their goods here, they benefit when they export. Also, those who import from other countries, that's how we benefit economically in this region integration. We benefit much. Actually, we focus much on the economy, in the development of our countries. So economically, we benefit much from the region integration, where if Uganda has business in Tanzania, so he has to employ Tanzanians. If a Kenyan invests in Uganda, we have to benefit from Uganda. You get? Yeah. Transportation, we benefit from there. So economically, we benefit a lot from the region integration. Actually, without regional integration, we can't expect any progress of the country.
Oh, Mr. Dominic, thank you so much for bringing that to air, like regional integration. It really helps us to develop economically and socially. So, Mr. Dominic, I really have my last question, and you're going to abide with me. I'm sorry for asking you a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, my last question about regional integration is, like, how does this regional integration really help us solve the problem of language barrier among East African countries?
Thank you so much. That's a major problem we have of languages that we use in the region. Now, you know that in Uganda, we use English and Chiganda as dominated languages. Where in Congo they use French and Lingala. In Rwanda they use Nyarwanda. Some in the old culture they used to use French, and others they use English now.
Yeah. So
in Burundi it's the same thing, Chirundi and French. You get. In Kenya they use Kiswahili and slangs of their slangs of Kiswahili and English.
Yeah.
The same thing to Tanzania. In Mogadishu they use Somali. In Sudan they use Arabic. So now we are almost being like those people of Tower of Babylon, where we're in the same umbrella, in the same room, but we use different languages. But remember that we have our own language as East Africans.
Yeah.
That's Swahili.
Yeah.
So the best way of solving problems of language barriers is to promote Swahili as our language, official language of East African community. Yeah. Now everyone can say habari, thank you, asante. Yeah. So if we can develop our language, Swahili as East African community language, it can be the best way of solving the problems of language barrier. Now recently, I had a chance to meet the former speaker of Uganda, Kadag. Yeah. Then I asked Kadag about the issue. It was supposed to be implemented in 2024, that all the schools in the region should start use Kiswahili, learning Kiswahili in schools. Yeah. So we cannot now put it as a program of teaching old people the new language. Yeah. It is tug of war. It's like brushing a crocodile. Yeah. To some extent, it might be hard, but when we make it as a policy and we implement it, we start teach Kiswahili in all primary schools and secondary and even at university level. So it will be much easier to develop our own language. So you know that when there is poor communication, we can't expect progress. Exactly. So there must be one language that unites us as East African community. So in the moment we all use those different languages, so there will be a problem in trade and market. There will be problem in education. There will be problem in culture and the social life. So we shall not enjoy Tanzanian music. Yeah. How shall we enjoy Tanzanian music when Diamond and the Raven sing in Kiswahili? Yeah. Where in Uganda, Chameleon, Kenzo, you get, you sing in Uganda. Where in Rwanda, Bruce Melody, you get, and the Ben and Mbonyi are singing in Kinyarwanda. You get. So in Kenya when they are rapping, so in their reg, so it will be that we can't connect each other. Yeah. When Falipupa is singing in Lingala, are you getting me? I'm getting. So we must promote first Kiswahili as region language. After making it on good stand, where everyone can listen, where I can greet you habari and you greet nizuri. Uko salama, habari zako, jina lako nani? So if someone can introduce himself or herself in Kiswahili, when someone can be able to ask food, to communicate in Kiswahili, that's when we expect everything to be released in the region. So the only weapon we can use to fight language barrier and whatever it is, to promote Kiswahili as the region language. In East African Community Parliament, recently we had a summit. Yeah. But I wonder how people were using English when the leaders of East African community were gathering there. You get? Yeah. So then they use English as official language. It's shameful. So those are people who are supposed to start to promote Kiswahili language from the roots. As the region language. Yes, as the regional language. But unfortunately, up to now, people are using English in parliament. So that means that we fought colonialism, but still we embraced imperialism. And colonialism did not go. Just they changed colors and shoes and clothes. So we are still in that colonialism mindset. So when we change and we promote our language, Swahili, it will be the benefit. It will be the genesis of our journey, of the progress of the region. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dominic, for hearing our call and come here at MJD Build Africa Podcast. And thank you so much for working in hand with me for all the good words you've told us about regional integration. So I want you to give a message to the viewers of MJD Build Africa Podcast.
Thank you so much. My message is too brief, but so crucial to everyone who will give it time. In this umbrella of regional integration, we must know that our previous leaders, our fathers were colonized. So it's now us as the youth to stand.
Yeah. So
if by the conference of 1884-85 had goals of dividing Africa without creating any conflicts between Europeans, so now we must come up with new spirit as East African community, as East Africa, as the sons and daughters of this region, to build new Africa, to build new East African community. With unity, we fight ignorance. Let us study. Let us fight tribalism. Let us not see ourselves in the image of wrong nose, wrong whatever, small face and whatever. So when we still have that ideology, that means that we are not fighting, but we are adding the bricks on the building of divisionism. So let us consider these colonial boundaries as something that should stop us to unite. Let us unite. Let us collaborate. If you are Kenyan, feel free to come in Uganda. Let a Kenyan feel free to stay in Uganda. Let a Ugandan start his business in Rwanda. Let a Rwanda musician come to Uganda and welcome him. So let us work in one umbrella of the region. So when we promote that as the youth of Africa, we shall benefit from it. And if we ignore it, we shall die one by one in a very, very dirty life. So when I talk about dirty life, that means that we shall die without any light of the progress or benefit in the region. Otherwise, I appreciate you for hosting me today on MJD Build Africa Podcast. What I can request the followers of MJD and beloved is to subscribe, is to share this message. And also, if you are touched with this message, inspired, please subscribe and comment. Thank you so much. I thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dominic. We really thank you so very much for coming here.
Thank you so much.